The secret project, I finished it today, so I can now go back to normal operations. The monitor, I will get to that probably shortly. I'm going to take a couple more days off from it, and I just got to finish putting the photo etch on and basically start putting the rudder and then start painting, and then be able to take some pictures and then start the base. The B1, I started last I left off on it, I basically started sanding everything smooth on it on both sides. I gotta do one more pass of sanding just to knock it down just a little bit more. So while the primer dried, and I decided to add sub-assembled kit parts, and this is going to be in flight, so I started adding the cockpit doors. Basically, I want to call it the Bombay doors. These are supposed to be open on the kit, and to be honest, it take a lot to chop them up to get them basically to fit. So what I did is I just cheated. I took some black styrene, and what I'm going to do is I'll scribe a line down the middle, and we'll just pretend there's two doors there. So that's just an easier fix than trying to cut and whittle this down to make it fit, and it just ain't worth it. So we'll do the styrene method. I'm probably going to do it right here on this on the wheel well here, because the kit ones, actually it's like double the size because you actually glue on the inside here. And I'll just take some styrene and cut that to shape and glue it down, and then because you're not going to see it when it's like that in flight. So did get the engines on. I got them almost sanded down, and shot a little bit of primer. Just one more pass of sanding, and then a little bit of tulip that goes on the back here just to build up the fuselage, and then I can be able to find the center, drill a hole, and then it'll probably go on a wood base. I don't think the dome bases will hold this model. It can, but I don't think it may be too big for it. But I always wish, I love the dome bases. I just wish they were just about that much more in diameter. I think they would just be alright. They do make a bigger one, which I'd love to have more of, but these are more plentiful, and they're good for little projects. And speaking of, you all see my dragonfly. I built that, and then I have to build another one. So what I'm going to do is, I brought mine out of retirement. I'm going to take mine off the stand, and I'm basically going to it's already built. So what I'm going to do, and Rod wants this on a basically a mini diorama with it on the landing gear. So we're going to use my landing gear vacuum form conversion, and we'll put this on a diorama base. So I will do that probably next after I get done with the B1. And I got a 1/1000 Romulan D7 I'm going to do probably at the same time, so that'll be interesting. So do a little groundwork, and he wanted his lit up, so we're going to use mine. It's just already assembled, and basically trade even with the kit. So stay tuned for that. The Joltin Josie, I'm at the hating stage. And that's just putty sand, prime, putty sand, prime. So that's what I've been doing. On the cockpit here, I did get the canopy mast. I did get the first round of tulip on. I need to go one more deal just to get it even with the hull. And then, as you can see, the lumpiness here and there, I'm going back in and sanding it and sanding it and sanding it. So hopefully I will get that accomplished, get the hole at least pretty smooth, and then I can start painting it flat black, and then get the base coat on. So hopefully we'll rock and roll. But anyway, Joltin Josie's somewhat taking shape, but I'm just hoping to, I'm at the, you know, the custom stage where you have to sand it to death. But anyway, it'll look good. And I'm just basically plugging along when primer dries, masking off the canopies and everything. Speaking of canopy, you can see the B1 canopy is kind of smoked. I'm probably going to, once I get this masked off, I'm going to probably smoke it again just to make it just a little bit darker, because once I get the cockpit painted, basically a dark gray, you won't see much at all. But anyway, that is what I've got going on today. Sanding duty on the Joltin Josie. We'll start a little mini Jonny Quest diorama, and we are sanding and primering the B1 A or B. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.